So we got an oil change here on a 2018 Jeep Compass 2.4. Compass. And this is the oil filter for it. FVP 7060. Make sure you put some fresh oil on the top of there so it seals nice. And here is where it goes, right in there. Make sure you wipe all the oil off of there. All the oil, old oil, try and get it out the best you can. This was the old one that was in there. And this is the new one going in. And I like to wipe off the oil filter after I get it in there. Sorry for the bad angle, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. I'll take my towel. And then the drain plug is right here. Give it a nice little wipe down. I've been letting it drain while I do a rotation. Pretty standard stuff. Just give it a nice little scrub-a-dub right there. It's still dripping a little bit, but that's alright. At least it's not streaming. Grab our drain bolt, and this is a 13mm hex head. Over here, grab our wrench, set it to the tightening, and just give it a nice little tug, and on there nice and tight. One nice little wipe down. Make sure you got all the oil off of there. Everything out of the way. We got the tires off right now because the brakes, the rear pads are shot. There is almost no pad in there whatsoever. So we're gonna wait and see what they want to do, and we'll see. Now, since it doesn't have tires on it right now, we're not going to drop it all the way, because we don't want the rotors sitting on the ground. But we're going to lower it enough to where we can get the oil in there while we're waiting. Now I can get in up here. Take 0W20, about 5.5 quarts. Pour nice and slow. Otherwise, it likes to seep out of there. Kind of sit and drain for a second. And grab a rag so you don't make a mess. I always set the oil cap right there. That way if you try and close the latch, it won't close. Checked all the fluids. They're okay on coolant. They're okay on their brake stuff and everything else. Dipsticks right there. Here's the air filter. It takes 3. You can either use a Phillips or a flathead, but I like to use the 8mm socket. It's nice and quick and easy. So when I take the jug out, make sure that I have a rag handy, wipe it off so I don't leave any oil spills. Same with this. Give it a nice little clean on the inside. Check the dipstick, make sure that it's at level for now. And as you can see, hopefully, it is past the mark. So we still got to start it up and see where it goes from there. Now, when you start it, make sure you put your cap back on. Otherwise, the oil is going to be splashing out all over the place. And I like to just wipe this off real quick so it's nice and clean. I like to be clean and have my customers be happy, you know, that they got a nice clean engine bay. I'm not going to wipe everything down, but, you know, just a little bit goes a long way. You know, it makes people happy. So we're going to go start her up.
Why is this?
Because let it run for about 30 seconds or so. Shut it off. And you're going to come back to it and check the oil level after it's gone through the filter. So you want it to be in those stitchings. So you want it to be in those crosshairs. So it looks like we're just a little bit low. Add about another half a quart or so. Oil cap goes right there again. Go grab some oil. Put about another half a quart, half a liter. And we don't need to run it again, so we'll check and see where it's at. There we go, it's good. It's past at least the half point mark on those stitchings. So wipe off the jug, set it to the side. Same with the funnel. Wipe it off, set it to the side. The oil cap back on. She's good to go. Now we're just waiting on brakes. So they are not doing rear brakes. In my opinion, that is really dumb. They're extremely worn on the back. They should at least do the pads. They're really inexpensive and really quick to do. Maybe 20 bucks for both, 40 maybe, depending on what type of vehicle you have. And then it takes about 45 minutes at most. Alright, so we're going to throw the wheel back on. your bolts nice and handy. Just thread them by hand at first. Got one started. Handy little trick is grabbing your socket, thread them in that way. And you do that for all the tires, and you're good to go. So, thanks for watching.